Hello, everybody. It's the old bear from Old Bear's Den of Bigfoot. Tonight, we have a show for you for concerning the camp out we had in August and the upcoming camp out. But first, we're going to start bringing our guests in, and it's good to see everybody. Hello, Mr. Hi, Lenny. Sharon, glad to see y'all. Sandra, I know you're in here. Randy Hester, good to see you. Curtis, good to see you, buddy. Let's see who else we got here. Okay, let's bring on Icebox.
Uh-oh.
What's up, buddy?
Caught me taking a nap.
What else is new? You're always taking a nap.
That's right, buddy. I'm old. I earned it. Yep. Hello, Sandra, Roger Blair, Miss Sharon. How are you doing, hon? Mr. Athos and Mr. Randy Hester from 5 Alabama. He meant to say South. As I say, Curtis is on here too. So good evening to all y'all.
All right, we got one more to bring in. What's up, Josh?
Not much. Hi, everybody.
Well,
I can't see the chat room, so I don't know who's all in here.
Well, let me see if I can help out with that. Maybe that'll help. There you go. We got Eric and Roger in here.
Nope, there's no way I can see that. It's like little, like in between my.
Yeah, no, you need a magnifying glass. I understand.
I'm not good. Not that good.
I got a little glitch I got to work out real quick, so I'm gonna turn it over to Icebox. Icebox, you know how to run a show. And I'll be back.
Oh, what glitch do you have now?
Oh, don't, no, we're not doing that. No, don't do that.
All right, well, guys, I'm glad y'all come and made it with us tonight. We're going to talk about, like you said, the camp out we had, and there were some interesting things that went on, and we wanted to talk about it. We waited a little while. What haven't they caught you yet for? I'll never tell. Yeah, I know who it is, Eric. I know who you are. I'm glad you made it tonight. Al is from Australia. He's a good friend of ours. We love old Eric. I'm hoping one of his other buddies gets to come on or makes it to the show tonight. But anyways, yeah, we're going to talk about the camp out. And just in case while we're waiting on Bear, we're going to go ahead and announce that we already have a camp out in October the 2nd through the 5th, if I remember correctly, up at the Salt Fork Campgrounds. Anyways, I got a little text from them. I'll check it out in a minute. We're going to have a pretty good crowd this camp out. We are going to, and thanks to Mr. Athos, who is coming, we're going to have smoked ribs for dinner for Friday. And of course, we're trying to work out all the sides that we're going to want to have with that. I hope Mr. Athos can cook. I'm going to tell you that because there's going to be some hungry folks there. And I'm sure he'll do just fine. He got him a new cooker, so that's going to be great for Friday night. And Saturday, we're going to make chili. And Bear's going to cook his chili, and I'm going to cook mine. This is not a competition, people. This is not, that's what Bear was saying. No, this is not a competition. It's just I'm not one that likes tomatoes and onions and that kind of stuff. So I'm making my chili. It's okay. You'll live. Let's put it that way. But anyways, that's what we're going to have for Saturday night. Go ahead and go back off there. I got this show. Go ahead.
Okay.
Get your butt back in here.
Well, you told me I could take a break. Jeez.
I was just announcing the camp out that's coming up. So, all right, you're back. Have at it, brother.
No, you're doing fine. Go ahead.
No.
In the wings.
No, this is your show, brother. This is your show.
Like Icebox was saying, or should we call him Dirt Road Bigfoot?
Oh, well, let's see. Can you read that? Dirt Road Bigfoot. I'm a believer. Buddy of mine got me that. I got to have it now every time I come on the show. It's mine.
Well, okay.
Oh, that makes stuff all so much better. So much better. Oh, uh, Bear, I'm gonna let you guys take off on what happened at the camp. This is your show, like I said, but I want to hear what you guys got to say. I'm sure everybody else is interested in what happened.
Okay. Well, let's see. Did we have anything happen on Thursday?
Yeah.
Can't remember.
Oh, I can. We sure did have something on Thursday. Some idiot brought a dadgum generator that didn't know how to treat one and basically messed his generator up.
Yeah.
This dadgum idiot ended up having to spend about $800 just to get to go on a camping trip. Oh, yeah. But he'll learn.
What was the simple thing the idiot forgot to do?
I think he said he forgot to turn off his fuel from the last time he camped out.
Huh.
And it might have gummed up his carburetor. Yep.
And if I remember distinctly, in the spring when we was at the camp out before, I remember telling certain idiot that he should turn his fuel off before he goes home.
Well, he probably did, but somebody else helped him loaded it up. He might have bumped that on switch down. That's probably what happened.
No, we're not going to lay us off on somebody else now. Come on.
Guys, if you ain't figured out who that idiot was, that would be me. Sure did. Thursday. Sure, it was a rough start for me. I'm going to tell you. Expensive start for me. I'm gonna say it that way. Yeah, my wife has got a little bit of a condition, and so she has to have heat or air in case she needs it. Let's put it that way. So I have to have a generator. We could have gotten by probably without it, but we have to run an air conditioner, especially in August. Yeah, you can fix stupid with $800. You daggone right you can. I guarantee you. I got 2 generators out there in the garage, and both of them, the fuel is off. I'll tell you that.
Yeah. It's a good thing we had mine there, wasn't it?
It was. That was a great idea. That was a great idea. We piggybacked off of Bear, and that worked out great for us, but we just couldn't let that continue because we don't want to take a chance on burning up anybody's generator whatsoever or anything like that. Not that it would happen, but Bear, I appreciate it. You're looking out for us, and I ain't gonna say we got lucky, but we got us a real good generator now. I think the other one was just fine. Don't get me wrong, guys, but this one runs off of propane and gas. So, it's got dual fuel. It's a bigger wattage, everything. So we won't be without power now.
Yeah. And he's already got orders from Ice Bunny that they are bringing the new one, not the other.
I'm gonna fix the old one. It ain't nothing. I can put a new carburetor. It'll be fine. If I have to. But
anything else happened?
I don't know about Thursday because we went out to eat Thursday night and we come back. It was dark, so I don't know if anything happened Thursday night. Josh might can tell you better than that, and I can.
Thursday night, not that I know of.
Anything Thursday?
Not that I know of. I think everything hit Friday and Saturday, really.
Yeah. Okay, let's go to Friday. How did it start off on Friday?
Well, Friday morning, early morning, before you came out of your camper, there was 3 whistles that came out from behind your guys' where you guys had your campers.
Let me explain something right now. If you hear something coming out from my camper, I need to know. This is the first time hearing about this.
It was well, you had that space where you were this way, Bear was this way, and you had your fire pit right here, and then you had that opening dead in between,
Mm-hmm.
and it was off in the distance, but there was 3 whistles that came out from that area.
Mm-hmm. That's information I need to know. Don't be like my wife. Here's footsteps behind us and don't tell me nothing about it. That's not good.
I honestly didn't think anything of to tell anybody because it was so far off in the distance that I barely caught them, and it was nothing close. So I didn't really think, okay, is it anything we need to really pay attention to there? And it sounded like the way they were doing it, they sounded like they were moving off even further because each whistle seemed further and further away. So I really didn't think to tell anybody because I'm like, they're walking the opposite way. They're not coming towards us. So basically, it's not really a warning for us. They're walking the opposite way.
Okay. Now, Thursday night, well, it was Thursday night, early Friday morning. After I got up, Josh, we had a little bit of an odor attack.
Yeah.
A little bit is an understatement. I hate to tell you this.
It was.
I was kind of wondering, Icebox, you didn't get out of your camper and go number 2 in the woods, did you?
I tell no tales and I won't share no secrets.
It smelled worse than going number 2.
Yeah, it did.
It smelled like a dead body.
Again, I tell no tales. I share no secrets.
But that was a tall tale sign that, anybody that anybody on here who reads anything about the Ohio grassman, I can tell you for sure that is one tall tale sign that you got one around. It either smells like a really bad rotten egg in sewer or it smells like a rotten corpse.
Yeah.
So who smelled what? That's what I want to know.
We both smelled it.
We both smelled it.
When?
Because I looked at him and he looked at me and I'm like, I kept my mouth shut because I already knew what it was. And Bear looked at me and I just put my head down and kind of grinned because I already knew what it was.
What time of day was this?
Oh, you came out of your camper at what, 3:30 in the morning?
Who?
No, I think it was about 4 o'clock when I come out, or a little bit after 4. It was about 5 minutes after I walked out there and we sat down, we started talking, and
yeah,
I just kind of went. I thought maybe somebody was
gas.
Bad. Yeah, it was enough to make your eyes want to start watering.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there was an increase. If you noticed, when you had the mosquitoes, they really, as soon as you hit that smell, it was a big increase in the mosquitoes all of a sudden.
Yeah. What's up, Stones?
Well, the reason I'm asking this, guys, is because it was either Friday afternoon or whatever, getting close to it. Last year, I was introduced to the smell of, I've never smelled one before, let's put it that way. And the only thing I could say is this way, it was an odd smell. And you won't forget it if you ever smell it, or at least I haven't. And it's been over a year since I smelt it. I'm sitting there in front of my camper, and we're all kind of got just a little bit of a group right there at the campfire, and I caught a whiff of it, and it lasted probably about 30 seconds. It wasn't what I call very, very strong, but it was strong enough that I could smell it for 30 seconds, and I'm just kind of around looking at everybody else to see if they could smell anything, which I never said anything. Surely y'all could smell it too if you could, but I did smell it. I did smell something that afternoon. I probably smelled it about twice. The second time wasn't as strong. But anyways, I never said anything. I just kind of sat there and waited to see if anybody said something.
You'll never catch me say something. I will always just grin and put my head down because that's the first. I mean, growing up in Ohio and being around these things, that's the first sign that I notice. You get that around, and it's just like, yep, you got a grass man, but around you because not too many other Bigfoot put out that particular smell.
It's an odd smell.
Yeah, it's a very distinct smell
Mhm.
that only they put out. And
Yeah,
it's really odd.
Yeah, it doesn't smell like sewer, not to me. It doesn't smell like a dead body to me. And it doesn't smell like anything in between, if you want to know the truth about it. I mean, it's hard to describe, so I could see why you would say it smells like sewer or a dead body, because it's probably about the closest thing we can come to. But it's just such an odd smell, and it's strong and it permeates, but it's neither one of those. It's just such an odd smell. Once you smell it, you'll never forget it. You'll never
Yeah.
forget it.
And I can tell you this, if you make them mad, that scent will get stronger, especially if you're around a dominant alpha male and they want to make themselves known. They'll put that odor out and it's enough. I don't care how much stink. I don't care if you worked in a sewer plant where you were recycling feces and everything. You're going to start gagging. That's how bad they make it smell.
Mm. But anyways, what else happened Thursday or Friday night? Friday.
Didn't one of you guys get your campers rocked that night?
Yeah, but I'm going to see who else did. Anything else? Oh, okay. All right. I guess it was just me that night. Yeah, we was sleeping or went to bed, and of course we got our dogs with us, and they're right there in the middle of the camper. Anyways, either I was just about asleep or I was already asleep. I can't remember which one it was because I was tired, and I felt the camper seemed to move. Well, I thought my wife had got up, in the middle of the night, that type deal. Well, she's right there, and I kind of see her raise up a little bit, and I just kind of rolled back over, and I felt it again, just a little bit, not as hard as we did the first time, but it did seem like it pushed on the camper twice. The dogs even noticed; they were paying attention out the window, and my wife, she's looking out, kind of up, looking out that way. I'm like, unless it makes this thing come off its rails, let's call it that, I ain't worried about it. Just don't be breaking my camper. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
I just rolled back over, went back to sleep. And then, of course, Anna the next morning, I should say, Ice Bunny, asked me, did I feel the camper get rocked last night or move? I said, yeah, it kind of pushed in or something or other. No harm, no foul, didn't damage anything, nothing to even prove it as far as that goes. But yeah, something did move the camper that night.
Yeah. There was no wind or nothing like
Oh
that.
no, it was a solid hot night. I'd say a warm night. Mosquitoes was out. There was no wind. Unless, and I have to always put it this way, guys, because you know me, unless I see what I really think I want to see, the only thing I contribute to is the only other possibility somebody was messing with us. That's the only other opportunity. Somebody out there playing
But
games. And I wouldn't play games with me, but you know what I mean? There's always that possibility that somebody will say, well, somebody was messing with you. Well, okay. You're right ahead.
right. Well, that's the problem though. There wasn't
No.
everybody in the camp was asleep at that time.
Yeah, it was about 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
Yep.
So I don't know. The only one I can think of that might would be up to play that way, and he's on here, so he can tell us if he did do something. If he did, I ain't gonna be mad. I'm just saying something pushed our camper. But
Mhm.
yeah, Curtis would be the only one that would have been up at that time, and I don't. I think I asked him, and he went to bed probably about 1 o'clock, something like that. I don't know. Curtis could tell
Yeah.
you.
Yep.
So, Curtis is one of them that stays up late. But anyways, it was a pretty hard push. No, there wasn't no paw prints, standing stones. There wasn't really nothing outside. I didn't really go out there and look, but there's no marks on my camper or nothing. But we will say this: Ice Buddy did say something to some folks about it, and we kind of got a little camp around. For I think we was fixing to get ready to eat dinner or something or another, or was it after we ate? I can't remember. But anyways, there was another couple there, and I believe their names was Randy and Mary, and they were the ones that was camping in the van up there, what I call the northwest corner. Whether it is actually north, I don't know, but yeah, I think it's the northwest corner. And Mary come down there was telling the story that it wasn't even solicited. She said that her van got pushed around Friday night.
Not just once.
I mean Thursday night. I'm sorry.
On Thursday night they got it. It moved a little bit. Now that you say this, because they mentioned it to me.
Yes, they did.
And then Friday night, when they moved behind the bathrooms, they had their van rocked again. After they went to bed and everything, after everybody was done doing the sit around the fire and talk,
Yeah.
and everybody went to bed, their van got rocked again, and that's why they moved up in that corner over on the other side of you guys, on the same side.
I didn't know that's why they moved.
I didn't know that until Randy messaged me afterwards and let me know, because he said it scared her because he drove up to level it out. He had a board, then he had a piece of wood, and it rocked it so hard that it knocked a piece of wood out and it dropped the side tire on that piece of plywood they had. And it scared her, Mary, so bad that they moved up over to the other side because they debated to be down by me.
Yeah, I noticed that they moved Friday up to that upper corner on the right side.
Yeah, that was why they ended up messaging me. They almost didn't want to talk about it because it scared them so bad. And I said, well, what happened? And why didn't you guys come get us?
Yeah.
He's like, well, I didn't. Everybody was asleep. And I'm like, didn't matter. You should have came and got me. We would have came up. And he's like, well, I didn't know if I had it positioned right. And if we rolled over in it, I said, I'm the one that guided you back on it. I know you were solid on it. So there was no way you were going to rock that van and that tire, that wood come flying out. And he let me know about it. But they had no handprints or anything on their van either.
No handprints. Hi, Kim. I'm glad to see you again. Kim's been a while since we've seen her, so we just want to say hi to Kim real quick. Did you look at the van, Josh, to see if any kind of handprint, anything like that, any greasy print?
I didn't see anything when I was up there helping them. When they said it got rocked Thursday night. Yeah, I didn't see anything around, any fingerprints, any kind of oily mixture on it or anything. But they told me after camp, messaged me after camp and told me about what happened Friday night. And that's why they moved up there.
Well, if I remember right, Thursday night, they were up there in the northwest corner where you like to go. And then they moved down to the middle back there around the outhouses. Yep. And then I think the next night they moved over to the northeast kind of corner, a little bit closer to us than they would have been. Hey, Henry, how you doing, buddy? So they moved 3 times.
Yeah, that's why. The first time they weren't getting enough. It wasn't that they got rocked that scared them. They weren't getting enough sunlight to be able to charge everything. So they moved down behind the porta-john. But what they didn't want to tell everybody on Saturday because it had them unnerved, and me being family with them, I found out I was able to talk to them more. And when I had just found that out, that was news to me that they were family to me, and I had to explain that to everybody. But kind of the people they are, and I can tell you from my family, they're not really going to tell you when they get scared unless you're family. And they let me know that is why they moved, is because he said it felt like it got lifted up off that back tire and it came down, and he was scared it came down so hard, and it when it came down, it came down.
Right.
Oh, by the way, there is Curtis. Curtis that never did respond if he come down to mess with me. I want you to know, I really don't mind saying this at all. I carry a 10 millimeter, and I know how to use it. All right, so you really don't want to mess with me at night. You know what I mean? If I'm in bed and I think something's really going on, I don't care. I can always fix a hole inside the camper. That's not a problem. So messing with me at night is not a great idea.
No.
No, they put it in. I figured he didn't, just to be honest with you. But I have to throw Curtis in there because we do know he likes to stay up at night. And he does like to have fun. Let's put it that way. But now, if he says he didn't, he didn't.
No. So.
Oh, wait a minute. If I was there, I'd be in my hammock on the back of my Bronco. Let's not talk about hammocks.
Yeah, that was a bad subject.
Oh, Lordy.
Let me do this, if that's okay with you, Josh. We're not going to talk about hammocks because we had one person had a failure of their hammock, and he ended up sleeping in his car for a couple or 3 hours.
No,
and that wasn't a good thing.
I don't think he did. He got it worked out. It just well, we don't know. We'd have to talk to the guy to find out.
Mm-hmm.
If he said he did, okay, then he did. But yeah, product review wise, that was a fail. That was a fail. But they got it rectified the next day. Let's put it that way.
Yeah.
The situation was handled. Let's put it that way.
Yeah.
Anyways, anything else happened on Friday?
Yeah, we did. Remember them people that came in from over there from the main camp? They were what was it?
Yeah.
West Virginia project.
West Virginia Bigfoot project, yeah.
Yeah, and I had done and this is, I don't know if anybody else heard it. I did not hear it. They're the ones that made it out. That when I did my howl that night, they said they heard a growl. Now, you were sitting right next to them. I don't know if you heard it. I don't know. But yeah, I know that was the only response thing that I heard of all Friday night. Now, Saturday was a different story.
Yeah. Saturday was a little more intense, did we say, Josh?
Yeah.
We had dinner Saturday night. It was a little late because of what we fixed, but that's not a big deal. I'm just glad everybody got to eat and enjoyed themselves. Of course, on Friday we had we sat around the campfire and everybody told how they got into bigfooting and their experiences, which is, by the way, is on the channel for so if you want to listen, take a look on my channel. It's before this one. So it's the last one I think I put out, or maybe been alive after that. But anyway, Saturday, let's see, Saturday morning, we didn't have any smells on Saturday morning that I know of. We didn't have any noises. We fixed breakfast, and breakfast was, oh, what was it? 3 pounds of bacon, about 20 some pieces of sausage, 3 dozen eggs, couple things of biscuits. That was pretty good. It was very tasty. I thought it was.
Yeah, we had our cheesy eggs from last April.
Yeah. So Saturday morning was good. Saturday afternoon,
That's when everything hit the fan.
well, yeah, it went from fun time into a bad time. The fun time was Josh and the rest of the group. We all got together down there on which road was it? 57?
Yeah, 57.
Down there in the turnaround. And we all did a picture of everybody in the camp that wanted to go. We did a picture, group picture, and that meant a lot to me. And they gave it to me, and I've got it right now in my front room in a prominent position. You can see it when you come in and look at the TV. You see the picture. So, uh, and I never got to tell everybody then how much I appreciated it, and words. There's no words for how much it meant to me. Thank you all for being in the picture.
You're welcome.
Can I address something real quick?
Sure.
Henry, did anyone have dogs? And did they go off? Yes, we had dogs. I think we're the only ones. We know our dogs pretty well. And that night that the camper got pushed, yeah, they were sitting up looking toward the window. They didn't never bark or anything like that. But we took the dogs for walks pretty regular out there. And my wife took, I think Barbie Bear was there when this happened. I'm not sure. She's right there. She can tell you. But Ice Bunny said something about one of my dogs, Pandy, the white and black one, kind of strolled down a little bit of a trail and said she must have smelled something and backed her way out of that trail. They were always time smelling something, so I don't know.
I have no idea.
But that's what she told me. And she knows the dog.
Yeah.
Said she backed out. She didn't turn and come out. She backed out.
I wonder where it was in the campground. Would it have been up there in that corner, or over near the Buckeye Trail, or over behind y'all's camper?
I don't know. She's not in here right now, so I don't know if she's watching the show right now or the ball game, one of the two. So I don't know. But I do know I took them up in the front end, and they were smelling a lot down them trails. I think there's like 2 trails that run off the hillside there. And they kept going to them trails smelling. They would never go down them. You know what I mean? So I don't know where it was at that this happened, but that's as far as dogs go. No, that they really didn't do anything about. And you got to remember, these are little fluff balls. I call them. They're little dogs. They're not no hunters, and they got good noses on them. Don't get me wrong, but no, nothing happened. Barking, going crazy. Let's see. Yeah, he acts like a pointer. You can't move him. He knows what. Yeah, I'm sure he does. I'm sure he does. This is a new experience for our dogs.
Yeah.
They're good. They're good dogs, but they're not nothing. They're just pets. They're not nothing hunting dogs or anything like that. So now, if you was to knock on the door, they'd go nuts. But if you don't knock, that pushing on the camper, I'm sure that was new to them, so they didn't know what to act or how to act on that. But anyway, sorry. I just wanted to address that.
Right.
Oh, I
Right.
forgot something, Bear.
What's
On
that?
Thursday morning when I was heading towards camp.
Right.
If you're heading
Right.
towards camp and you got you're going down Parker Road and then you have this field off to your left if you're going towards camp, then you have this little bit of an embankment and then there's this tree line. Well, someone, me, got there at 5:28 and went to the restroom and then headed over to the camp. And this was exactly 5:45 when this happened. I had a young juvenile where that field cuts off and goes to be cleared, jump out of that tree line right in front of my car. Luckily, I had enough response time to get stopped and ran up the field, went into the woods. Well, I went ahead and pulled up in, and you can't block that gate. It's illegal. And they didn't have the gate open then. And I got out of my car. I was going to take a picture of him so everybody could see him. Well, he decided he was going to turn around. I could still see him pretty well. He turned around and he screamed at me. And I looked at him and I said, "You want to do that again?" And he kind of cocked his head, leaned down a little bit, looked at me, and he decided, I don't think I want to do that, and took off the opposite direction. But I almost forgot about that because I don't want to be an ego person or anything stating this, but I've seen enough of them that I don't always keep track of the exact date of every encounter of seeing one on that. I really don't. And I'm not trying to be egotistic or blow smoke up my butt or anything like that. It's just, I don't. I've seen them enough that you kind of lose track of them.
Well, the only thing I'm going to say to you, Josh,
Huh.
you're not supposed to terrorize the Bigfoot.
Video.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, we're down to Saturday evening. We done ate dinner. We had one vehicle had an issue Saturday afternoon after the group photo. We got back. We got that issue taken care of. And after we ate, they left because they needed to get it home and get it fixed, permanently fixed.
Yeah.
So we're all sitting around the campfire. We done ate. Every one of us kind of look like or feel like ticks that's been gorging on whatever for hours. Pretty
I don't care
cold.
what y'all say. It was good.
Yeah, we had what was it we had there, Icebox?
Pork chops and I think they call it country style ribs. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
Yep. And sorry about all that, guys. Took a long time cooking. But we had, let's put it this way, we had the man's vehicle messed up, and I think that was the same time we took the picture, if I'm thinking right. I'm not sure. But anyways, it was a late night cooking, so it was in dark before we got to finish. But I thought it was pretty good.
Yeah. We had all the trimmings. We had mac salad, tater salad, green beans, corn. Yeah, we ate pretty good.
If you walked away hungry, it was your own fault.
Yeah. I felt like a tick. I was ready to pop. Yep. So
I want to know something before you continue on. I want to know one thing, and I'm talking to Curtis right now.
Uh-huh.
If I remember right, Curtis had some cameras out or something, and I'm wondering if he picked up anything. We haven't had a chance to talk to Curtis to find out, but I knew he had something out because I got a thermal of him, and I should have had it. I probably will show it soon enough. But we were around the campfire, and my wife said something about, is that somebody up there walking around up there in the north end? I cut my thermal on, looked up there, and I could see that it was Curtis. And he was walking up toward the woods, and I think he was checking on something. So I don't know if he got anything.
What he did is he took his recorder, because he had told me, he took his recorder and set it up there to see if we would catch anything with us doing calls and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And
It's an interesting thermal. I should have posted it tonight, but oh well. I'll get that fixed up. So I'm just wondering if any other time, if Curtis did pick up anything. So just a
Okay,
recording.
so
Thank you, Curtis. Appreciate it. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
okay, well, Saturday night. I guess I'll start it off. After everything had died down and we'd all ate more than we should have,
Mm-hmm.
or at least I did. I don't know about anybody else, but I know I did. I had this really strange feeling come over me, and it felt like somebody was watching. And I walked up the road above the campers a little bit, and the feeling kind of got kind of left. But then when I walked back down to the fire, the feeling started again. And at that point, I took my flashlight out of my pickup and walked down towards the gate. And I stood around down there at the gate for a little bit, and started back up the road. And that's when I ran into Josh and Icebox both had come down there to make sure that something wasn't wrong. And I looked, there's one section just above the gate where the brush, Joe, you guys say it's 4 foot, maybe 6 foot wide through there.
yeah,
The weeds and everything ain't head tall. They're about what, shin high, something like that.
Yeah, there's a gap. Yeah.
And I looked down through there. I didn't shine my flashlight down there, but I saw something that looked like blue collared eye shine. It was 2 eyes. It wasn't one, it was 2, like it was staring at me. And I don't know if you guys saw it or not, but I did see that. Saw it 3 times that evening. So if you guys have any input on that, go right ahead.
I'll let Icebox go first.
Nope, let you go.
Well, as soon as you said that, I walked back up to camp. Back up to where camp, and I grabbed my thermal and came back down. And I seen where you were talking about,
Mm-hmm.
and I seen the eye shine. But when I looked through my thermal, not just that eye shine caught my attention. If you remember correctly, because I said something to you.
Yeah.
I said, I see a heat signature over here to my left, and then there's that weeds part that always is a little higher than everything else over there. I said, I seen movement over there. And you were really fixated on the blue eyes,
Mm-hmm.
and I kept looking back and forth at them two others, and then Icebox had, I do believe he growled at it. I don't think it did anything to it, did it?
No, no.
And then I whistled, and I know it didn't do very much, but that one that was on the side started to come up this way. I'd just seen it out come up this way and was trying to hide behind the tree. But I mean, I only seen a sliver of it on the thermal, so I couldn't get a good picture to tell you exactly what it, a positive idea what it was. I just seen it was bigger than normal. It wasn't no deer or any of that. I know what that looks like on my thermal, and I didn't get a definitive definition to make out what it truly was. But it was upright. So what about you, folks?
All right, let me go this route. I'm like y'all. I've always heard about white, orange, red eye shine, and I've seen videos of it. And the only thing that I'm gonna say about the thermal is I don't like Josh's thermal. I'm not, and it's not that it's not a good thermal. It's just I don't know how to use it. And you got the monocular type, if I remember correctly. And it's a little bit harder for me to zoom in whatever needs to be zoomed in at. You know what I mean? It's just hard for me to use. So I've got one that's flip phone. Matter of fact, it's my camera phone that's got a thermal in it. But his for me is hard to use. So I tried to see what they were seeing. I couldn't see anything. It's not to say that they didn't. It's just I don't know how to use his thermal correctly. I haven't got the experience with that monocular. Anyways, I think I've tried to use it once before. But anyways, like Bear said, I'm sitting around the campground and I look down. I see flashlight up on the south end, which is the entrance, and I see Bear flashing around. And of course, I'm wondering who's down there with the light because I didn't know what was going on. And so they said, "Well, that's Bear down there." And I said, "Okay, I'm gonna walk down there and see if he's all right. Make sure he's okay." So me and my dog took him for a walk. We find Bear, and he tells me what he's feeling. And I always take a lot of credence in people's feelings. I've done that before, and it's got me into experiences that would not have if I didn't pay to other people's feelings. Okay. And anyways, so I tell Bear I'm gonna go take the dog back, and I'll be right back. I think we got a flashlight. And when I come back, I can't remember if it was before I left and come back or after I come back. I'm looking out in the woods, and I do see it. I do see the blue eye shine. I didn't see two eyes. I just saw one. It was a very particular kind of a blue, like how you got these yellow reflectors and white reflectors on these electrical boxes and such.
Mm-hmm.
How it's kind of shines. This was just like a little blue spot, and it had that kind of a texture feel to your eyes, you might say. It was bright, reflective looking, but it was just one. And I thought it was just my eyes because, guys, I'm old, and I never would have thought to see something blue. And I even had somebody say, "Well, that was a blue reflector out there." Where? It's a swamp. What's a blue reflector going to be out there? Do they have reflectors up there? Sure they do. Yeah, they got one marked at one of the trails, if I remember right.
Yeah.
But it's white. And I don't see why in the world a blue reflector would be out there in the woods going down in the terrain that looks like this and just headed right straight for a swamp down there, and there's no trail to this point. The trail is on up the hill, and I know it goes off away from the swamp, kind of more off to the right. So I'm saying that can't be it, but I said, well, if you sit still, then turn and come back to it, it's still there. It's a reflector. That's not the way it happened. I looked out there. There's the blue eye or the blue reflection. That's all I'm gonna say. Never heard of something having blue eyes. Okay, now, I'm not talking about the color of the eyes, the reflection of. And when I look back again, it was no longer there. It had moved over to my right as I'm looking at it, but it was more of it's kind of like the difference of if you look on the left side of your screen, you'll see a darker blue, even though it was more reflective than this shade of a blue. And then if you look to the far right underneath me, it's a lighter blue. That's what happened to me. Okay, the first one was like dark blue. You could see it, you could tell it, and I didn't know what I was looking at. And then when I looked back, I saw more of a faint blue, like the one on your right hand screen. And that's all I can tell you is that that's all I saw was this blue reflective something going on out there. And I'm thinking it's my eyes. But apparently when I never said anything. And then when Bear said something about seen a pair of blue eyes out there, and Josh did too, then I knew that I was probably looking at the same thing. So basically we had you see right there, standing stone. He seen green eye shine. So I've never seen that. I've heard about it, okay. But as far as seeing eye shine, maybe a red one, possibly. That's about it. And that was very far away. And I'm not even sure about that. That could have been that young porcupine for all. I mean, a possum out there, as far as I know. But blue eye shine and green eye shine, that's different. That's odd to me. And the explanation is what these guys tell you. I can't tell you what it was. All I'm going to tell you is I did see the blue shine out there, and I'm going to call it eye shine because that's what they said they seen too. So I'm going to ask you two guys, what does that represent to y'all, a blue eye shine? Go ahead.
1 second. Josh, we have two people that are very important to you that are on. Your other half.
Yeah, and my mom. Yep.
Hi, Miss Peggy. Hi, Maya.
Well,
all right, Josh, you first.
I can tell you, one sitting right there. But for me, with the experiences I've had, and this is very, very rare, but I've only witnessed it 3 times out of the 32 Bigfoot that I've seen, and it never occurred in the male species, but the younger females that were around maturity, so I'm going to say, has had blue eye shine before. I have witnessed that before. Now, to me, it could have been a female, hey, I'm out. And, well, let's back up. We forgot to mention something about that night, guys. We really did.
Mm-hmm.
It was the black moon.
Right.
So, all right. Now that you say
Explain
that, Josh, well, I'm going to let him explain that, okay? Well, being a black moon is not the ambient light a whole lot less.
Yeah.
Okay, now carry on.
But when you get a black moon, and with me being around these things as much as I have, they hold clan meetings on a black moon where every adult, beta male, everything, they're at it. The ones that aren't are the kid. Well, basically like the teens and the youngers. Go ahead, Icebox.
No, go ahead. I got something to do. I'll be right back.
Oh, okay. So it's Bear put it in a way, and I never thought to mention it this way, but he said it. And I'm going to kind of quote you. It was kind of like Halloween. It's where they all were being pranksters and get away from mom and dad and go have fun. And it was that particular night just happened to be a black moon.
Right.
And it was cloudy that night, so there was not any stars. So you really didn't have anything showing ambient light at all, except for, you could see off in the distance where, Cambridge was, and that see the illumination off of that, but that was pretty far off. But yeah, that also took place, and I wanted to mention that because we forgot to mention that about that night. So, what's your take on it, Bear?
Well, like you, Josh, I've only seen that blue eyeshine collar one other time, but it was on two of them that were together. There was one that was, it looked like she was probably at the age of childbearing years. And the other one was just probably a year or two younger than her. And I saw those through Bigfoot up in Ohio County, which is in the northern part of the state of West Virginia. And that was at like 5 o'clock in the morning. And there was no light that I'd hit them with to give that reflective quality. It was like it emitted from them. And I've never seen it since. And that was years ago. That's been, shoot, how long we been married, babe? 14 years, been together 15?
Yes.
Shoot, that was 25 years ago. That was back when I was a young kid. If you can believe that. You know, I'm kind of old. But that's the only time I've ever seen it. I've never seen that many females. And most of the females that I have seen have been, up in years. They've had 2 or 3 young ones or 4 or 5 young ones, and they've raised them, and they're getting older. Most of the females that I've seen, but I've only seen a total of maybe 6 or 7 females over the years, and just those two is the only one I ever saw that had the blue eyeshine like that.
And see, the worst part about it is, and I hate to say this, but the two that I seen before the one we seen, they have blonde hair color. You know how you normally see a lot of times, even in humans, you get blue eyes with the blonde hair color.
Yeah.
They both had blonde hair, like a blondish hair color. They were a really, really light color. And I had never, not too many had seen blonde grassmen. You don't see them very often.
No, I've never heard of a male or female grassman being blonde.
They were the only two I've seen, and I'll tell you this: that you know how I knew they were? They were right in with the clan that I was watching, and I'll tell you, they got a couple of the beta males. If you went around them, they let you know with that smell. That's why I could tell you what they got mad what that smell was like, and I backed off. But I mean, that was the only ones I've ever seen. I've heard of other Bigfoot being blonde, but when it comes to the grassmen, they're normally brown, like a dirt brown, a black, and I've seen them in reddish, and I've even seen them in gray, and where they've been older, where they went white. Well, not really white; they were kind of a whitish gray. But the blonde, I had never seen it, and never heard of it either.
Yeah, I've never heard of a grassman being blonde. I've never seen one. Never seen a blonde grassman. I've seen blondes in North Carolina. I've seen a blonde in here in West Virginia. I've seen a blonde in Virginia, but I've never seen one in the grassman. I'd like to. And Stones was asking a question. He said, "How often do they do that spider crawl?" Anytime they want to, Stones.
Yep. But
Anytime they want to scare the living daylights out of you.
yeah, but I will say this: one particular Bigfoot does not do that spider crawl. They will belly crawl, like where they're dragging their legs like a military crawl,
Mm-hmm.
and that's the grassman. They will not, for some reason. I never seen them do that spider crawl that everybody talks about. Never seen them do it. I've always seen them army crawl where they'll have their legs out, where they're trying to, drag them behind them or use their toes. But I've never seen them spider crawl.
I've seen the spider crawl in quite a few different states, but that spider crawl is
It
can be intimidating.
Yeah.
You see something that's over 6 foot tall, down on all fours like that, and it looks like they got 10 legs instead of 4. Yeah, that's intimidating.
I think the reason the grassman does not do a lot of what the others do is by the way they operate when the ones you typically see. Because most people, you're not going to see the young ones. You're not going to see the females. What you're going to see is you're going to see the 5 males running together. And count your lucky stars. If you're lucky enough to get around to see a female, count your lucky stars. You are not getting chased out of there.
Yeah.
Because they run in 5s. And they are, I hate to say it, and I've had people debate me on this, but they get bigger than your typical Sasquatch. The way I look at them is they're, your Alaskan Bigfoot that are no joke to play with.
Right.
They're basically just a little bit smaller version of them, except they don't have as mean of a dementor or demeanor about them. What do you say?
Oh, that's the way I see it. I mean, the grassman, they have a temperament for some reason. They don't go along to get along. You know what I'm saying?
Nope.
The grassman, when I've encountered a grassman in Ohio, they have the attitude of, I'm the bully of the woods, and if you want to challenge me, you just come right on over here and find out.
Yep.
Kind of attitude to have.
Yeah, and everybody says they get around 9 to 10 foot.
Mm-hmm.
I've seen them a whole lot taller than that. I've seen them clear up to 15 to 16 foot.
Yeah.
And that's a big animal to see. And you think about it, you got, they're normally pretty bold, like built wise. And you get that in a bully of the woods, and they run in 5s. It's 5 male running together. That's kind of like sitting there going, oh, I thought I was the bully in school. Don't pull that one out in the woods, because you better watch your P's and Q's, because I'll say it. They're temperamental, and if you decide to tick one off, they can go on a temper tantrum for quite a bit of days. And they're not afraid to come to your house and let you know either.
Yeah. Yeah, they're nothing. They're not a joke. There's everybody says, what I found over the years though, Josh, is I don't know if they're all related in some way or another. But I know the grassmen in Ohio, they have that temperament. The Yahoo that are here in West Virginia, they tend to run in gangs, mini gangs, and they have that attitude too. I don't know if they're all related or what, but I've seen that happen in Pennsylvania. I've seen it happen in Kentucky, and people call them, the Kentucky Wild Man. Well, yeah, they're wild. Yeah, they throw stuff at you. They'll push stuff over on you. They'll sling mud. They'll sling feces at you to get you to leave. And they don't want to play. They don't want you around. They just want you to leave their area. And that's the way they have that attitude.
Standing Stone said what? Josh in Southeast Ohio. I'm not in Southeast Ohio.
No, he's in
I'm in
northern central, something like
yeah.
that. Josh.
Yeah. If you look at the Sasquatch Triangle, where you look at that in Ohio, where that triangle's depicted, I'm about maybe less than 25 minutes away from it, and about 25 minutes away from the Knox County and Coshocton county line. So,
okay. Yeah. So, was there anything else that happened on Friday night or Saturday night?
Yes, there was.
Okay.
You guys said you had some raccoons bothering you that night. Well, Icebox told me. Because I said something.
I think they got us some aluminum foil trash that somehow got left out.
Well, I was laying there Saturday night, was kind of wasn't too tired, but I was tired. Well, I got hit with infrasound a little bit. I know the feeling, and I got kind of lightheaded, and I get that way when I get hit with infrasound. And I was laying where this shoulder, I lay on my side, and about maybe this much taller of me laying on my side above my shoulder, a handprint smacked my tent hard enough and pushed it in enough that you could see the whole hand above my shoulder where it pushed in. Other than that, I don't know of anything else that happened that night.
Well,
I think that was right after everybody went to bed, maybe about an hour after everybody went to bed.
Well, one night was Kenny said he'd heard a growl or something like that, or he heard something. I thought that was Saturday night.
He didn't hear a growl. What he heard he heard things walking around.
Oh,
and
okay.
And I said, well, I seen shadows walking around because your fire was still going. And I chalked it up the next day when Icebox said there was raccoons over there. I thought, well, maybe the raccoon shadow was casting a little bit bigger on the tent. Well, I started thinking about it. And after I had got hit with infrasound and I got that smack on my tent, there was walking down on the part I was laying towards the woods away from your guys's. And down that way, there was some heavy footsteps. You could feel a little bit of vibration on the ground. So I don't know if he heard it or if he's seen it, but he did say he heard some movement down around between our tents.
Okay.
That was about it as far as I know.
Well, that's about all that I knew about it, because I knew Kenny had said something on Sunday morning. Everybody was loading up and packing up and getting ready to leave. But all in all, what did you guys think about the campout? Josh, you want to take off on that?
I thought it was good. I thought it was, all the way around, I thought it was pretty good.
Okay. Icebox, what was your thoughts on the campout?
I thought it was fun. Got to learn a little bit something, got to verify a couple things. I thought it was. I think it's kind of strange that we try to keep things away from each other. Kind of like, okay, I smelled this. Did you smell it? Nobody says anything. Uh, you know what I mean? I thought it was weird when he was talking about the blue eyes. And guys that know me, I'm not half cocked. Let's put it that way. So if I see something, I don't know what it is. I'll wait to see if somebody else says anything. You know, and with you and Josh saying something about the blue eyes, I'm standing there, dang it, that I did see something. Because I'm sitting there, guys. I questioned my own self. Did I see
Right.
what I see? Did I smell what I smell? Did I hear what I heard? I do. I go through my own self and check it out. And if it don't fit in my common sense and reasoning, then it's got to be something else. So I got to learn that there is a possibility that this was a female, and that females have blue eye shine. That which I find very very interesting. Had good company, great company. Kenny was a blast. Curtis, Randy, and Mary. I really enjoyed them coming down talking to us. Of course, you guys, and we had new people in Bud and Angie. I thoroughly enjoyed them. We're hoping they get to come back. I did talk to them, and as far as I know, they are coming back in October. Great people. I enjoyed them. The pushing of the camper and the van. I mean, that could be what I call. Uh, I'm gonna get to you, Henry. That to me was another confirmation. So I got to see at least two confirmations. One's of pushing vehicles, two of the blue eyes, actually three, the smell. And guys, I really can't reiterate on the smell. If you ever smell it, it's just an odd smell, and it's strong enough that luckily I was introduced to it last August, if I remember correct, with
Mhm.
Neil and Mary when they had the tent up there in the north corner. And as soon as I got there, they pulled me up there. Come here and check this out. And there was some matted down grass. And their assumption was that something was sitting there in that grass that left a smell, and you could smell it bad. I mean, it hit me like ammonia does. And when I smelled it, I guess it imprinted on me so much that now if I smell it out in the woods, I know what I'm smelling right off the bat. Trust me, I know what cow manure, chicken manure, all kinds of smells out there in the woods, rotten wood, water, whatever. This smell, it is definitely something different. And if you ever do smell it, you'll never forget it. You smell it again, you'll know what it is. So all in all, I thought it was a great camp out. The wife had a great time, and which that means more to me than anything. People look at it like we're on some kind of expedition or something like that. No, we're not. We're out there to camp, relax, be around good people, eat good food first and foremost, and with the anticipation or the anxiety or whatever you want to look at, possibly having something happen to you during the weekend, which I think a little bit of everybody had something going on and enough to around them that they had a good time. And I thoroughly enjoyed it myself outside of Thursday. You know what I mean by that.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was great. I enjoyed it. Go ahead, Bear.
Well, camp out to me was, of course, everybody knows it was my birthday weekend. So
That too.
we had, I had lots of good people around me that are friends, more family than friends. And that meant a lot to me.
Mhm.
And I want to thank Josh for putting this one on, and I appreciate it, Josh. I really do.
No problem.
And we had a good time. I mean, it was a little warm. The mosquitoes
Sure.
were a little bit hungry. I still got bite marks on my legs. Does that tell you anything? Anyways, but we had a good time. I mean, I personally had a good time. Other than getting that feeling like I was being looked at on Saturday night because I don't like that feeling. I've felt it before, and it wasn't at a good time. But I thought we had a wonderful camp out. Everybody there got enough to eat. Everybody was happy, and we had a good time together. And then I can't wait till the next one. So, I mean, that's just the way I feel about it. I had a wonderful time. I had fun.
Let's address something. Oh, Game with Greedo said something about he's seen one in Northern Ohio about 10 years ago or so, one of the metro parks off of Cahuenga Valley. Josh, you would probably know more about that. Yep. And Standing Stones want to know, what did he see? Pure black bipedal. And this is what really gets my attention. Flash up and across a 4-lane road was pure black spinning black legs. Is it spinning black legs or spinning back legs? So I kind of like for him to kind of explain what he was talking about there. Mr. X, whoever you are, buddy, good. I'm glad you got to catch the stream. Glad you come see us. I'm gonna tell you something, Henry. Dog man, I don't care if it's got blue, gray, green. If I see him, I'm popping him right in the head. And you know me, I avoid anything about dog man. I'm gonna have a show about it soon enough, but I just don't want no dog man around me. Period. So, anyways, what are you talking about, Standing Stones, about the spinning black legs or back legs, whichever it might be? I kind of like to know. But anyways, go ahead.
Well, my personal opinion about it is that sounds to me like there was one down on all fours and was road. Because whenever they're down all fours in that spider crawl thing, their legs do tend to look like they're spinning. Their back legs do.
Don't know. Knox.
So the one about the Cuyahoga, what did they say on that? Let me see that.
Hang on a minute, I'll tell you. That's game agreed. Greedo, he said he got yelled out in Northern Ohio about 10 years ago. One of the metro parks off of Cuyahoga, whatever valley.
Cuyahoga. Yeah, it's Cuyahoga. It's a national Cuyahoga Valley National Forest.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Depends on where he's at, because I hate to tell people, but there's another cryptid up there that you got to pay attention to up there, and that's Wendigo territory up there too. You know about Barry? You may know about that. When General Ford reclaimed that town, Boston, Ohio, they had a cult up there worshiping the thing and were sacrificing stuff to it.
Yep.
And so I'm kind of curious, does he on how he got either howled or screamed at, because they can be two different things. And we're getting a lot of reports of all sorts, but I know Cuyahoga right now, as it stands, Cuyahoga's getting more reports of activity and sightings out of it than anywhere in Ohio right now.
Yeah.
So,
Josh, it's near the Boston Township in the Bedford area.
Is that what he said?
Yeah.
In the Boston Township?
And the Bedford area. Yeah. That's the area that
the Wendigo.
Yeah, that preacher up there was
Yeah.
Dude.
Yeah. That's up there right where they have that abandoned house where they made it a cabin, and you have all them satanic barns and stuff. Well, they're not really. I mean, if anybody knows anything about satanicism and stuff, normally there's a whole bunch of stuff, but someone just did a video of one.
Mhm.
There's no symbols, there's no pentagram on the floor, there's none of that. So I don't see, but I think they got themselves in over their heads on that video. But yeah, that is right up there where that Wendigo is. So yeah, just a heads up, if you're ever up in that area, anybody on here, take extra precaution, because out of every cryptid and that walks this planet, that is the number one cryptid I will never go after. I will never go after a Wendigo. You can send me after any other one. I'm not going to go after a Wendigo.
I'll stick with Bigfoot. That's my opinion.
Bad enough. Pick your nose. She's talking about, or somebody said that they can put some salads to go with dinners. Right now we figure on 16 to 17 people already solid. There may be others that may show up that we haven't got what we call a firm commitment, but there are some other people talking about coming. So to tell you how many that's going to be there, I can't tell you. I would think probably about, I would say anywhere from 12 to 15 if you just want to do salads for people, but that's up to you. I love cooking good. I can't cook worth a crap. I need somebody there that can cook.
Oh, good Lord. Don't let him lie to you.
Yeah.
You're the one that makes the cheesy eggs on every morning.
Yeah, and I messed up the last one, so see there.
Hey, I still ate them.
Yeah, I did too. A lot of them.
Hey, you are lucky you're not talking to the one that's over here about feeding me eggs.
But I would say this Friday, they turned out perfect. They were great. Friday, Saturday, had a little troubles, had a few troubles. I'm glad. By the way, if Gwen happens to watch or see this later on, thank you, hon, because if it wasn't for her, we wouldn't have saved them eggs. My wife fell sick right in the middle of it.
Guys, I've got to go. We just had a gunshot right outside the house.
Okay.
Shoot back.
All right, Josh.
All right. Turn that off.
I don't know how.
Just end it.
Hit the red button. The red button, Maya. There she goes.
Yeah, you got it.
Yep, Mr. X sounds like you in a bad place, buddy. So, anyways, let's go ahead and get the camp out that's coming up. Everybody agrees with us. We had a really good time, people. If you're expecting to come up there and just see Bigfoot knocking on your tents and inviting you out for dinner, you're wrong. We go up to have camp out, have fun, relax, enjoy good people, do some interesting things. Bear, what are we going to be doing on Friday night? It's coming up.
Well, on Friday, we have, at this point in time, we have 3 speakers that are slated to speak on Friday. Now, we are going to have a mic and a speaker for them to be able to talk, in case there's a bunch of people show up and want to hear the speakers. And the first one up is that man sitting right there. So I hope all of you bring you some coffee and sugar, because you're going to need
it. Bless y'all's heart.
I'm kidding.
We had to scrape the bottom of the barrel to get the first one to come up.
We didn't scrape no barrel nowhere. We took the cream off the top, and this is what we got. So
Y'all poor pitiful people. I don't know what y'all doing there. But anyways, all right, now go ahead.
no. You get to do the next two.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, the next two, we're gonna try to do this one around 2 o'clock. Is that about right? Right before dinner?
Round two and give you about an hour and a half, and then we'll break for dinner. Uh, Probably from 3:30 until about 4:30, 5 o'clock. And then
I
at
like
5 o'clock, who do we got coming?
We got Brian Barber coming in from Michigan. He runs a channel or a show. I'm sorry, over there on Outlaw Grizzly. He's been doing it quite a while. We think the world of Brian. He's a good guy and all around good guy. He's one of these kind of guys, but really nice guy. He's going to be there and tell us what he wants to do. We're not trying to tell people what you want to speak about. You just do what you want to do. And
Yep.
but he'll be up next after I guess right before we start eating. I guess because when I get done, I'll probably go into cooking or helping cook. I think that's the day that Mr. Athos is going to be doing some ribs, and I'm going to try to leave from there to go help with the ladies and such, trying to help get the dinner ready. So by the time we get that done, we should have Ryan on. After that, we're going to give him about the same amount of time, hour and a half, however long he needs. And then we're going to move on to our final guest. You want to announce him?
Mhm. Nope, that's your job. I told you had the next two.
All right. See, this is when I should MC, and you should do the
I'm
speaking
saving
part.
my voice for MC.
Yeah, right. Okay. No, after that, after we eat, we're going to try to go move right into our third speaker of the night, and that is going to be Mr. Richard Farabee from Florida. He's a really good friend of mine. That good friend of mine. We talk often. He's a really good guy, very knowledgeable. One of the bravest guys I ever seen. This man goes out in the woods by himself down there in Florida with rattlesnake, mosquitoes, and whatever creepy crawly and hairy creature they've got down there. Brave man, if you ask me. Goes down there on his own. He's got a lot to share. Uh, you'll really find him entertaining. It'll be fun. And then after that, if there's time, uh, what are we going to do after that?
Well, we might just, if everybody hasn't overate, which we probably all will, we're probably going to take off and go do a little bit of Bigfooting
Mm-hmm.
somewhere around the park, around the state park. I have my ideas where to go, uh, but that all depends on, you know, size of the group that goes and how many people are wanting to go out after that or just stay around. There'll probably be a few that'll stay around camp, and you never know. Uh, His wife saw the baby Bigfoot in camp. I've seen a
Mm-hmm.
female in there, and then we saw a big male the night after. So you never know what'll happen.
Mm-hmm. All right. I'm going to address a few things here. Uh, we don't know why we're not seeing cryptic crystals comments. They're not showing up. I don't know why. I didn't even know she was on here or they were on here. Um, your plan for 20. After that, you're on your own. Hey, that's going to be plenty. I will say this much. Be careful because there's going to be a lot of good food there. I don't know who all eats salads and such. So, you know, be careful of that. There'll probably be some leftovers if you ain't careful. There ain't nothing wrong with it. It's just there's going to be so much, there to
Yeah,
eat. If you walk away hungry, like we said before, it's your own fault. Uh, making some baked items. I'm gonna tell you this much: if you can bring some cornbread, I think that'll go good with the dinner for Friday night. Might even be good for the one Saturday night. We're gonna have. Well, I'll let Barry explain that. Yeah, I'm with you. I'm a food kind of guy, and I love it, but I'd rather somebody else cook because I ain't that good at it. And where we sit around after that and enjoy it, that's what it's all about to me. And then you get the chance to go Bigfoot hunting. But anyways, your Friday night is going to be jam packed. All right, Bear, what do you got going for us on Saturday?
Saturday, there has been a little change in the
Uh-oh.
age limit for Saturday. On Saturday, starting at noon,
Mm-hmm. My
we
nap
are
time.
going to start a Bigfoot calling contest. It doesn't matter whether you've called in a Bigfoot. It doesn't matter whether you never heard of Bigfoot. But if you want to try to do a Bigfoot call,
Mm-hmm.
you can enter the contest. It don't cost you nothing. And for the small change that we have made on the age groups, we are going to go because some people said that they wanted to bring their young children. We want to have a young uh, age 9 or yeah 10 and under are the first ones up on Saturday. No matter how many come, how many you want to try, you're more than welcome. You just can't be bashful. You have to come up, get on the mic, and do your Bigfoot call. I'll hold the mic if you need me to, and we will start the Bigfoot calling contest with a little thing that me and my wife have done. We have decided to do so, and we have 3 judges. Miss Ice Bunny is one of the judges.
Mm-hmm.
Mrs. Old Bear is one of the judges, and it's not Barbie Bear; it's
Yes,
Mrs.
done it.
Old Bear.
Everybody coming, call her Barbie Bear. Just do it. Just do
Don't it
it.
irritates me. And then, because I don't want to embarrass my co-host of this camp out, I will be the final judge.
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh. And then age groups will go from 11 to 18, and then 19 to, what was it, 40, 45.
Well, it just depends
And
on who
then the
enters.
final group will be 45 and older. And just because you're a senior citizen, you don't get brownie points for this one. You have got, we figured that, or at least I figured that if you're of the older age group, you've had some type of training in Bigfoot calling. And if you want to put on a show, go right ahead. You want to incorporate knocks into it, Bigfoot speech into it, Bigfoot howls, growls, whatever. It doesn't make any difference. Whatever you do, we want you to have fun, and we want to have fun with this. This is meant for everybody to get into the contest and just have a ball. Now, after the calling contest, right before we eat, there will be a final showdown and a final test for a certain person that will be named very shortly, given by me. And Icebox, you're that person.
Uh-oh, what'd I do?
You are going to go against me in a calling contest.
Oh boy, I got this, guys. I got this. I got
And
something for it. I have got something for it. Yes, sir.
if he breaks out a bat and hits me in the knees, it still ain't going to stop me from cleaning your clock, big
Did you
boy.
not just say tree knocks? And if you think I'm going across the knees, you're wrong. I'm going for something hollow.
Well, don't hit this, you'll break the bat. But anyway, it's all fun. It's not a competition between me and Icebox. It's just he's been learning from me for a while. I've been trying to teach him some calls, and he does pretty good at it. But he gets a little cocky, and he has to be taken down a notch or two once in a while.
Hey, I thought there was pretty good growls that Saturday night.
Yeah, you did fine. You did fine.
Didn't get no response, but I thought it was pretty good.
Hey, I never said nothing about that. It's not about getting a response, because trust me, you have no clue how many times I went out in the woods and done howls and never got anything.
Yeah.
It don't happen every time.
No.
So it's all fun and it's in jest. You know, it's not a competition between me and Icebox. No. We're just going to clown around with it and have a good time. And then after I wipe the floor with this tall guy here.
We've got this thing in here somewhere. Oh, don't worry. I'll have one. Don't worry. I got something for you. You better be good that night.
I'm not going to touch that with a 10-foot pole. But after we get done with the calling contest, of course, there will be something made by both of us. Both of us are going to make pots of chili.
Oh, yeah.
I'm going to make mine my way because mine has onions and tomatoes in it, you know, and Icebox just, he doesn't like onions, doesn't like the texture they have.
Nope.
So
flavor is fine.
Right. So Icebox is going to make a pot of chili with minus tomatoes and onions. He's going to make his chili.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not a competition, people. So,
nope.
You know, if everybody goes over and eats his and then come over and get mine and then they need to drink a glass of milk, it's not a competition. It's just mine's better.
No, we want to make sure that everybody eats. If you ask me, you know, we're going to make about 10 pounds of hamburger meat and stuff. So Bear's going to get half. I'm going to get half. Really, I should just give Bear about 6. I'm just making some for those that might not want the onions and tomatoes. And I don't know who would that be, but just in case, like he said, it's not a competition. We just want to make sure you guys eat. And I will say this much. My recipe come from a Mexican guy that lived in Texas, and he put his recipe in the contest and he come in 3rd in the state of Texas. So I said, it must be some good. You know what I mean? Anything above 10, 25 people in the whole state of Texas has got to have a good recipe of some sort. And his come in 3rd. So he gave it to me, and I've been using it for years and years and years. I don't have no problem with it. But like I said, I don't like tomatoes and I don't like onions, and I love the flavor of it, but I just don't like the texture. So that's just a little picky thing about me. But it's good chili, and I'm sure Bear's is going to be great. You might want, if you like tomatoes and onions, go that way. You know, if you don't want that kind of stuff, we'll have some there for you if that's what you would like. Okay.
And we're going to have saltine crackers.
Yep. Oyster crackers.
Probably some oyster crackers, some Ritz crackers. Mm-hmm. We'll have cheese there, shredded cheese. I'm thinking it's probably going to be mild cheddar, or it might be a sharp cheddar.
Yeah, probably one of those two, or maybe both.
Right.
And I
And
don't think
so,
anybody uses sour cream in their chili, do they? I've
I,
never heard of it.
I know.
No. Okay. So there's no need in sour cream.
So if we're going to have chili there, and like Icebox said, it's going to be done in two big pots.
Hmm.
We're going to have beans in them and everything else. So after everybody eats, um, we're going to decide where we're going to go Bigfooting.
Yep.
And after the chili is done, if it didn't sit well with you, stay at camp.
That's why we're doing it Saturday night.
Yeah. If it did sit well with you and you want to go out Bigfooting, you're more than welcome to go out. There's going to be who knows how many people. We're counted 4 or 5 different times. We've got 16 or 17 definites, and we've got up to as high as 27 or 28 people there, Icebox, that
Possibility.
may make it.
Yeah. We got possibly actually, it's probably close to 30, and that's what I would count on. Guys, it's like this. Yeah, I know I got to do this. I just got to. Blue Eyes, so good to see you.
Yes, it is.
I was worried there for a minute. I'm really, really glad to see you. And you tell Joe, I'm going to call him pretty soon. I really enjoyed Joe, and I've done a little segment of some stuff on my last show featuring Blue Eyes Thermal. If y'all have not seen that, y'all have got to see that. That is just some fantastic stuff. And they've done some things here recent, and I can't wait to hear a report on what they've done here lately. That's just going to be some great stuff. But anyways, what was we talking about? Oh, 30 people. 30 people. Yeah, usually it works like this. If you got 20 people, expect almost half of them to drop off. Because people never know. They plan on stuff, something comes up. You know what I mean? So we understand that, and so we figured. That sounded like my oldest daughter. Careful how you phrase that. Mm. Yeah, we love you
Well,
too. And
let me say
by the
this.
way, I think I know who Pick Your Nose is.
Yeah.
Buddy and Angie is planning on being there. They're fixing to do what I call a worldwide tour at the end of September, which I think would be great. But they are planning on finishing it up, coming to our camp out. If you're making mountain pies, you make mine a chocolate, buddy. Now you'll need to make more because that'll go home with me. In a Bigfoot world, my call that.
Chocolate pies.
Oh,
Did I
man.
just hear that right?
Hey, if you had a original chocolate pie made from good old country folks, you have not lived. You have not lived.
Icebox. My grandma used to make them all the time when I was younger.
Oh man. Mm.
Yeah. We may have to fight over if she's making chocolate pies like my grandma did. We may have to fight over those chocolate pies.
Well, it'll be the second contest you'll lose.
Oh. Just remember that whenever the tears start falling from your eyes.
Oh Lordy.
Just
But anyway.
remember this.
Yeah.
Do you remember a song about the devil going down to Georgia?
Mm-hmm.
I'm Johnny.
Mm-hmm. No, you ain't. If anybody, Johnny, I'm from the deep South, baby. I am from the deep South. Yes, sir. I am from Alabama. That's close enough to Georgia that you're going to get up in this channel. Yes, sir. Yeah, go ahead. I can't. You know what's going to happen? She's going to make one, or somebody's going to make a chocolate pie and bring it, and going to want us to taste test it. And if it's any kind of count, you ain't getting the rest of that pie. I'm gonna tell you that right now.
Hey, I'll carry a knife with me at all times. I will get the rest of that pie.
Go ahead, bring it. Bring a knife to a gunfight. Go ahead. All right, that's about all I got. We do hope that anybody that wants to come, it is open. Like I said, we're going to always put this out there. We're not going to put up with drama. We want to go and have a good time. And
Yeah.
there are some people that we are saying that really we don't want to come, and we don't put us in that position. We're not going to allow no drama at all. We know things happens. You know what I'm saying? But if you're starting a bunch of drama, we're gonna ask you to leave. Period. Okay. We
Right.
want everybody to have a great time. That's all we want. Um, I don't know of anything else, Bear. Do you? But if you want to
Uh,
come, go ahead.
no, the only thing I had to say was if you come and you want to do some kind of an experiment, like put recorders out or put game cams out,
Let us know.
let us know, and we'll make sure that nobody messes with your
Right.
experiment. Um, we'll let people know, hey, this person's doing this. Please do not interfere with their experiment. Stay out of that small area or whatever you want to do. If you got glow balls you want to put out, that's fine too. I don't care. But we will definitely tell everybody, leave them alone. Um, Now, if kids get into it, kids are there and they get into it, we will go and speak to the parents or whatever and say, hey, but I don't foresee that happening.
We don't need it.
Kids are brave. Usually, when kids show up at a camp out like that, or they come or whatever, Josh himself has uh, two wonderful little boys that they have free reign around the camp. I mean, that's just the way we look at it. He's got a little girl, and she's going to be attached to mommy most of the time, or grandma, or dad. And so, we look at it. We want the kids to have fun,
Mhm.
and if something happens like that, kind of try to look over top of it. Don't get upset. If you do get upset, come to us. Come to me or Icebox,
Mhm.
and we'll talk with you about it. And if it was done in malice, we will say something.
Yeah.
But I don't believe anyone would do anything in malice.
We
If
had
something
zero.
happens, just say something to one of us.
We had zero problems this last camp out. 0.
Mhm.
Now we will say this: no gifting, please. Do not put out anything of food value that's cooking's cooking, one thing, but don't put anything out trying to draw anything in, because you got to remember we don't know who's out there, what's out there.
Mhm.
We're not going to be putting out food trying to get in raccoons, possums, and from what I understand, there are black bears in this part of, or that part of the country. I haven't seen evidence of, but hey, I don't stay up there. So if
Right.
there are, we do not want people putting out apples or chickens, Curtis. Uh, You know what I mean? We don't want none of that activity going on, please. You can make all the calls you want, this and that kind of stuff. Now, I will say this: if you're making a call, let's just say Curtis comes up and says, "Hey, I want to try a Bigfoot call at the camp or wherever we may be," and please be courteous for whoever is doing that. Uh, we had that problem once before when somebody would make a call and somebody would play a recorded call without us knowing, and you don't want that. You want
No.
whoever is making that call. You want to see if it's working for them. I mean, that it's because it doesn't work the first time doesn't mean it won't work. It's just where you're at, where they're at, that kind of stuff. But please be courteous. You know, let them make their calls and give it a good while. And if you want to try to make a call later on as an experiment, that's no problem. But nobody interfere with yours either. You know what I mean? That's what we want. We want you to have a good time. Give what you think. Time to work. And if it don't be discouraged. You may try it again the next time and it works. So you know how it goes. But we just want you to know, don't mess somebody else's activity up and give it time to see. And if it don't, we'll move on. Okay? Is that right?
That's pretty much it. I guess everything's good with Josh.
Yep.
I just saw that everything's all right. I'm glad to hear that. I don't. It kind of worries you when you hear a gunshot, outside your house.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways, the only thing I have to add is you know, it's me and Icebox putting this on. We both will be available at any time. If there's any trouble, come and get one of us. If I'm up there judging or whatever, and the student here isn't calling, say something to one of us. Just say something to Icebox, and Icebox, he has the same amount of power that I do. He may come over and say, "Hey, this might be an issue," and well, if we come to the same conclusion, then whatever has to be done will be done. If there's any issues, somebody comes and they pay for 3 nights. They come on Thursday, spend Thursday night there. Uh, they get into an argument with someone on Friday, or there's an issue. We'll hand you your last night back. You'll get your $5 a person back,
Yeah,
and that's what it costs to come there and be at the campground. It's $5 per person per night. The thing of it is, if you show up at noon and you leave at midnight, you still have to pay $5. That is according to the park, not us. We're
Yeah,
not we're not dictating this. We're not making any money on this. Anything that you pay goes to the park. It does not go to me or Icebox. It pays for the campground.
You could pay either to me or Bear. Me and Bear will be
Right.
the only authorized people accepting the money. If you see me first, that's fine. I will. Of course, I'm gonna give it to Bear anyways, and Bear will know how much it really needs to be. So I'm not worried about that. I don't have no interest in it. But yeah, you can pay either me or Bear. Does not matter. We will get together and take care of the bill. But yeah, the park charges this, but where else are you going to go camp out for 3 nights at $15 for the weekend? For the weekend, and eat good
Yeah.
food and be around good people and go out and do something. Hang on a second.
Everybody loves you.
It's a football thing. Yeah. Sorry, guys. I'm an Alabama fan. We lost last week badly, badly, and they're trying to build redemption, and everybody's wanting to, because they won tonight, got an outrageous score. They want to talk about it, and that's not this. This is not the time. But anyways, yeah. What else we got for them, Bear?
Uh, Other than that, that's it. I mean, you can come and I will say this: certain people made requests before we left on Sunday where they wish to camp.
Mm-hmm.
If you come in and put your camper in that area and it's reserved for someone else, I will come to you and ask you to move. So if you come in before Icebox gets there,
Mm-hmm.
because he has to come all the way from Indiana, people. I mean, he's spending 5 hours behind the wheel to drive all the way over to Ohio, pulling his camper, bringing his beautiful wife with him. And so his spot is reserved. And the spot for the other two speakers is reserved also.
Yep.
Mine will be the first camper set up. At that point, other people have requested, like Curtis has requested a spot.
Mm-hmm.
So has Gwen and Mike. They requested a spot. And we're going to put them in their spot. Josh has a spot at the top of the campground on the left side. That's his. So, I mean, if you come in and it's open, ask me or ask Icebox about where you can put your camper. He knows the
That's it.
spots, and I do too. So
Yep.
just please ask.
Yeah, and we're not being particular about where we're going. There is a reason why I want where I'm at, and there's a reason where some other people want it. I'm gonna tell you what, that spot that I was in last time, that was a good spot. That was a good spot. I enjoyed that one. But yeah, exactly. Just ask where Bear wants you, and if there's a particular spot that you would like to go to, you can ask about it, and he'll tell you if it's open or not. And there's plenty of room up there.
Oh, there's
So
a lot of room.
yeah, there's plenty of camping spots up there. Um,
We can hold probably what, with the spots that are already pre-picked, we could probably hold another 15, 20 people,
oh,
for placing
yeah,
tents. It just
yep,
depends on the size of the camper that you have. That's all that matters.
yep,
Or
yep,
size of the tent.
yep. And I ain't seen one person's tent yet that's going to really take up a lot of room. But
Right.
yeah, there is plenty. There's plenty of space. There's certain reasons I won't here. There's certain reasons other people won't there, and uh, that's all it is. We just picked our guy. I would like, if I didn't want this other spot, I would go back to where I was at this past last time. I really would, and I would recommend that. I don't know who wants it yet, but that's a good spot. I like it.
Yeah.
But anyway, all right. Anybody got anything else? Any questions you want to ask us before we get off here, or you got anything else, Bear? Oh, I do. I'm sorry, guys, and I do apologize, Bear. I don't know if you can post this up. Can you post up the banner? Can you do that?
Uh, don't know. I don't think I can.
I can on mine.
Um, well, put it up on your channel, big boy.
Well, I can't. I ain't got control of my channel on this one.
No, you don't.
Yeah.
Well,
We're riding piggyback off yours.
oh, well, let me see.
Okay, the name of the campground is basically it's the group campground in Salt Fork. Um, it is right there off of Parker Road, which is right there off of 22. If you're coming from the interstate on 22, you go around them hills and curves, you'll go down to Parker Road and you will hang a left. Be careful. I believe it's what I know it's just past what do they call it? Jurassic Park there.
Jurassic Park. Yeah, it's on the right. The easiest way to figure it out is um to oh anyways, you go off from, you'll be coming up I-77. You'll get off at exit 47 and you'll go to the right. There'll be a sign there that'll point you towards Salt Fork. You just stay on 22. I think it's US 22.
Believe so.
And you can, once you pass the main entrance to Salt Fork Campground, you'll go down a hill and you'll come up. And when you start breaking over, turn your left signal on.
Mm-hmm.
Because as soon as you hit the bottom, you got to turn left down Parker Road.
Yeah,
So
and you
when
want to
you
get
start
people
up that
behind you.
bank and you top out, start slowing down. Because the very next road you come to is Parker Road.
Yeah, cut that signal on. Let people know there are
Yeah.
trucks that drive through that road.
Oh, yeah, there's big trucks that run that road. And I'm one of them. So please be careful. Be mindful of, traffic around you. No matter what time of day you get there, there's going to be traffic because that road is, it's a major road. And the name of the campground is Salt Fork Group Campground. If you punch that into your Google Maps or to your map system, it should bring it up. If you can't find it that way, look up Salt Fork, and less than a half a mile up, well, it's about a half a mile, ain't it, from the main entrance to Parker Road.
I believe so. Yeah.
If you go north on 22 from the main entrance, you will see Parker Road. As soon as you turn up Parker Road, you'll see a swamp on your right and a swamp on your left.
Mm-hmm.
And you cross a little bridge, and if you look to your left, as soon as you cross the bridge,
Mm-hmm.
you'll see our sign. It'll be there. It'll probably be there around noon or 1 o'clock on Thursday. We'll put that up as soon as the Icebox gets there. But if you come before then, as soon as you start at Parker Road, cross the bridge, you'll come up a little bit of a bank, and right there at the top is a gravel road that turns off to your left. That takes you into the campground. Just come in, come up and say hi to me. Let me know how many nights you're staying, and we'll get you put in a place.
Yeah, we're gonna put y'all in your place. I'm trying to do something, guys, just for what is going on here?
Yeah, I couldn't get mine to come up.
Well, I can do it, but it's gonna take me a minute. And let's see here.
Well, I have it on the video. It's the sign you'll see is what you'll see at is the thumbnail for this video. For this live. And Blue Eyed, if y'all could make it, we really would appreciate it.
Oh yes.
Hint.
Oh yeah. Blue Eyes. Yeah, and the thing is, she lives in Ohio.
Yeah, I know.
It's not working for me, Bear. Oh, there it is. Let's see.
So if you want to come on Thursday and set up your tent, be there about noon, it'd be great.
Let's see here.
Because I'll try to be there around 9 o'clock in the morning, about 9:30, and get them to open the gate. And then by 10 o'clock, it should be open.
Well, that's just it, Blue Eyes. So is
Bud and Angie.
Yeah, Bud and Angie. Yeah, they're going to be there too. But yeah, I don't know if this is working, guys. It's probably not, so I'm not going to work with it anymore. Yeah, the Flat Rock is going to try to come up next spring. But yeah, Bud and Angie, yeah, they're going to be there too. But they're coming to the camp out after Flat Rock. So if you want to come up, Blue Eyed, you come right on. We would love to meet you guys. We would love to. Okay. Okay, there's Crystal. Okay, good deal. I didn't know who that was for sure.
Oh, yeah.
Figured she was a good cook. That's all I knew. She already won favoritism for me. She's a good cook. Yep. But anyways, sorry guys, we couldn't. There is a banner. Once you turn on Parker Road and you start going around a little curve, you'll start going up a hill. There's going to be our banner right there by the gate. Just look to your left. You'll see it. You'll know you're in the right spot. Y'all just come on in. Sorry about that, Bear. I was trying to get the banner to
I
show
know.
up somehow. I apologize. But anyway,
It's no problem.
yep. Anyway, that's all I got.
Me too.
We've got some good people coming, and I can't wait to see them again. And hopefully, have us a good time. Like I always say, I hope you have an experience of some sort, as long as it's safe. As
Yep.
long as it's safe. It's, either a visual, audio, or some kind of experience. As long as you're safe, we love for you to have one. We don't play games. We don't try to give you anything. We don't try to. We don't hoax. Let's go that way. We don't try to do no hoaxing at all whatsoever. I'm sorry. I will not tolerate a hoax. Period. You know, if you don't get nothing out of this, that's fine with me. Hope you had a good time. You know. But anyways, anyways, all right, Bear. I'm ready to get.
All right, buddy. Well, I'll see you. I'll talk to you later, and I'll see you backstage in just a little bit. So we're gonna throw you to the back.
See you guys.
All right, everybody. You know what's coming next. But before we do that, thank you all for coming. I want to thank each and every one of you for coming and watching the show, listening about what we saw and heard at the camp and smelt at the August camp out, and that stink was. Anyway, I hope all of you get to come in October 2nd through October 5th at the Salt Fork Group Campground. It's where we're going to be. Come and listen to the speakers on Friday. Enjoy a wonderful dinner. Have fun. And then on Saturday, we're going to have a Bigfoot calling contest. Whoever enters, there might be something for you that if you win. We don't know yet. We haven't decided. And we got 4 different age groups. Everybody fits in it. Come on out and do it. Might as well. So, and this comes from me and my sleeping bride over here. May God bless each and every one of you each and every day of your lives. And we pray that all of you are going to be safe and healthy each and every day. We love y'all. Bye bye now.